In halls of knowledge, bold and bright, stands InnovaWorld, a guiding light. With wisdom vast and skills untold, they shape the future, brave and bold. From AI's rise to research call, they train the minds to conquer all. Workshops, FTPs, and learning grad, empowering scholars across the land. Innovation flows in all they do, breaking barriers, forging new. A legacy of growth and cheer, Academy InnovaWorld leads the frontier. Innovation flows in all they do, breaking barriers, forging new. A legacy of growth and cheer, Academy InnovaWorld leads the frontier. Leads the frontier. Leads the frontier. Leads the frontier. In halls of knowledge, bold and bright, stands InnovaWorld, a guiding light. With wisdom vast and skills untold, they shape the future, brave and bold. From AI's rise to research call, they train the minds to conquer all. Workshops, FTPs, and learning grad, empowering scholars across the land. Innovation flows in all they do, breaking barriers, forging new. A legacy of growth and cheer, Academy InnovaWorld leads the frontier. Innovation flows in all they do, breaking barriers, forging new. A legacy of growth and cheer, Academy InnovaWorld leads the frontier. Leads the frontier. Leads the frontier. Leads the frontier. In halls of knowledge, bold and bright, stands InnovaWorld, a guiding light. With wisdom vast and skills untold, they shape the future, brave and bold. From AI's rise to research call, they train the minds to conquer all. Workshops, FTPs, and learning grad, empowering scholars across the land. Innovation flows in all they do, breaking barriers, forging new. A legacy of growth and cheer, Academy InnovaWorld leads the frontier. Innovation flows in all they do, breaking barriers, forging
very good
new.
evening, sir.
A legacy of
Actually,
growth and
my
cheer,
network has some issues. Suddenly, there is a storm going on, so that's why I'm just keeping this video off. But I will present the presentation.
Okay, sir, initially, can you just keep it on? Is it okay? Once we are giving the introduction.
In halls of knowledge, bold and bright, stands.
Will it be okay, sir? If not, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
I'll just share something. Can you see it?
Sir, can you just press F5? So it will be in the presentation mode.
I'm using actually Apple. So what will be the mode?
Okay. Sir, you just can go to this this bottom. You can go to that button is there, sir. Yeah. You just press that and share your enter screen. Yeah. Great.
Now
Yeah.
it is coming.
Yeah, it's visible, sir. And I think, sir, can we start the session, Dhara sir?
Okay,
Okay, sir.
Dr. Ishwar, please me start the session now.
Yeah. So, Shailu, we will go with the introduction, then followed by Priyanka, and welcome our chief guest. Yeah, proceed.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to day 6. The best research begins with a question and thrives with innovation. Let AI be your compass, navigate the unknown. I, Shalu Shalini, it is our pleasure to welcome all our participants, guests, and organizing team to the 1 week faculty development program on research paper and project proposal writing using generative AI, organized by the academic InnovaWorld Research Training Center and powered by Indian Science, Technology and Engineering Facilities MAP. At the very outset, I extend my warmest welcome to our esteemed dignitary, Dr. Aishwarya Dhara, founder of Academic Anova World, whose visionary leadership has been instrumental in driving innovation and excellence in research and education. Mr. Pulkar Kumar Dhara, Chief Technology Officer and Organizing Chair, former Assistant Scientist at the Department of Atomic Energy, whose expertise and dedication continue to guide our technological advancement through innovative projects and consultancy. Dr. Arnav Majumdar, Research Advisory, whose invaluable insights and contributions are helping us to navigate the ever evolving landscape of AI and data science. I welcome our keynote speaker of the day, Thakunkar Datta, Group CEO, Camellia Group of Institutes, and Senior Professor, Bengal Institute of Technology and Management. Once again, I welcome you all.
Hi Priyanka, before we officially begin today's session, here are a few important instructions for all our participants. Please ensure your name, designation, and affiliation are clearly mentioned in the chat box. This helps us acknowledge your presence and network effectively. Now, without further delays, it's my privilege to officially inaugurate this session. Let's put our hands together for our esteemed speaker, Dr. Tirthankar Datta. Sir, the virtual stage is yours. Over to you. Thank you.
So once again, welcome, sir, Tirthankar Datta, sir, for visiting our virtual this FDP program, 1 week program. And today we are privileged that he is going to share an wonderful insights that why AI tools are for the future of academic development. He has an in number of experience in NAC and NBA. He has been in the IIC for longer duration. He has developed, he have like more than 30 years of experience in this academic field. So he will share some of the important insights for especially for the faculty, and whosoever is a researcher is watching, if they are propelling the career in the field of academics, they can also take away a lot of points from this session. The importance of AI tools for the futuristic development in academic setup. Thank you, sir. Once again, welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Dhara, Mr. Dhara, and other dignitaries who are present here. Myself, Dr. T. Datta, I am here in this academic arena for last above 30 years, and my research affiliation with Jadavpur University and other universities as well for above say 20-22 years. So I did my masters from Radio Physics and Electronics, Calcutta University, and my PhD from Jadavpur University in nanoscience. So my area is nanoscience, also communication. Couple of my PhD students, they got PhD from my local university, Macau, um, that is there. So here, um, nowadays, as I believe the participants will be students, research scholars, and faculty fraternity who are in this academic world. And nowadays, as NAC demands, also NBA demands that every faculty should have uh, research activities in various domains. It may be cross-functional, um, it may be cross-department, or it may be department-specific. But uh, at the end of the day, every faculty should have his research experience. As I mentioned that I joined very early during 96. That time, many of us didn't complete our PhDs, but during our tenure, during our tenure in teaching, we completed. But nowadays, I can see that many students, many new faculties are coming with uh, completing their PhDs. So this is for our research scholars, these, and mainly students who have that research association or interest in research areas. So may I start, madam?
Yeah, sure, sir. Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the topic is why AI tools are the future of academic development. So as you see, the integration of artificial intelligence tools into academic environments marks a significant advancement in the way education is delivered, accessed, and experienced. These technologies are not merely supplementary, they are becoming the central to the transformation of traditional academic practices. When we started, when we were student, and also 10 years back also, uh, chalk and talk method was the vital one. And last 10-15 years, these presentation and these processes adaptation, these started all over India, all over across the world. Especially I will focus from, since I was associated with West Bengal in various colleges in various positions. So there I have seen that till date in many colleges, chalk and talk, yes, I do believe, as a teacher I do believe there is uh, no alternate of chalk and talk method. But nowadays AI, uh, after introduction of AI, that chat GPT and all these things, all these tools, uh, these academics has the delivery of lectures, the question answering from students, all has changed a lot. All has changed a lot. AI driven applications, now I can say, that play a pivotal role across a wide range of academic activities. In a realm of teaching and learning, AI personalize instruction, allowing students to progress at their own pace and according to their individual learning styles. We have introduced last where I was principal, there we introduced some of these tools in our classes, and we have seen that students' participation became more while we introduce this type of practices. Intelligent tutoring systems and adaptive learning platforms nowadays are helping educators to address the diverse needs of their classroom more effectively. And it's a fact. I have experienced it in my entire teaching life. I always tried to incorporate latest technologies for communicating my students. So during my class hours, during off periods also, there was communication. And we, when we started, then only internet came. And gradually in last 3 decades, I have seen the enormous changes what one student can get. I can cite one story I was reading recently. about two of our greatest scientists. One, Satyendranath Bose, second, Meghnad Saha. Both our legendary figure in from Calcutta, and when they started after passing out from graduation from Calcutta University, they had to work a lot. They had to learn a lot, German language, French language, to study the latest technologies, what was going on, what Einstein did that time. So for to know that, they had to learn those languages as well. They had to collect so many books. That was the era of 50s and 60s. In 70s or 80s also in 90s, many of us or many of our seniors referred many journals while they had to sit libraries hours and hours. But now it's very professional. Now, using this internet, the world, all the access of those reference works, all these journals became very easy. And tools like automated grading system, AI powered feedback generators nowadays save valuable time for instructors and allowing them to focus on mentorship and pedagogical refinement. So, what I was telling, that I was citing two examples of two greatest scientists of India. They had to work a lot for what? To know what was going on. That means literature survey was too much time consuming. I had a contact with many professors of IITs and Jadavpur universities and learned from them during their student life that how much time they devoted for getting information, to get any information from their libraries, from many various journals, for these to know what is going on. Okay, that for that literature survey. But now it became really, really very easy. Nowadays, if you are studying in good repute universities or institutes, they have access of all these journals, all these conferences, and you can get all the information by sitting in front of one laptop or one computer. This was pre-AI era. This was pre-AI era. But when these AI tools it introduced, it became very easy for students, for research scholars, and how that we will try to learn during these next say 30 or 45 minutes. In research, AI tool assist with literature review automation, data analysis, plagiarism detection, and even content generation, hereby accelerating the research process and improving the quality and integrity of scholarly output. Though I believe that using AI, you should not write your paper. Your paper should be unique. You have to write yourself. But these literature survey, literature review, this data analysis and plagiarism check, this you can do using your AI tools.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Sir, are you changing the slides, sir?
No. This is
Okay, okay.
introductory. That's why I'm just giving some simple introduction.
Oh, right. Fine, sir. Fine, sir.
Okay. So, despite their numerous benefits, the adaptation of AI in academia is not without challenges. Concern to academic integrity, algorithmic bias, data privacy, and over reliance must be thoughtfully addressed. However, these issues can be mitigated through a ethical design, transparent policies, and the cultivation of digital literacy among the students and educators alike. So, why AI tools? The future of our education system. How AI will challenge our today's conventional teaching learning process. If we don't adopt those, it will be very challenging because the Gen Z, the Zen Alpha, which we will interact with them, when we will interact with them, we will find that prior to interaction with teacher, they have their tool in their hand. So already they know from where they should get that information. So what will be the role of a teacher? The role of a teacher will be to explain, not give the information. Information is already there. Any student can get it from any specific sources, and AI is helping to get those sources as well. And top-notch organizations is putting lot of efforts, lot of manpower, so that in future, using AI, this teaching learning process can be very easy. So with this table of contents, as I was mentioning, the integration of AI tools in academic world is transforming the way education is delivered and experienced. AI technologies now serve a central role in redefining traditional academic approaches, supporting both students and educators. And if you are educators, the listeners, if you are educators, so try to learn these tools very fast, because when you will interact with students, I have seen in my last 10 years journey that teachers they have complained that sir, we have given some assignment and students are giving answers using this uh, AI, this chat GPT and all this thing. So I told them that you also try those and give questions so that students have to think to get the answer. Easy answer, just copying into in our mind, reading out something and then delivering it. The traditional method which we had so far should not be there in near future. Critical thinking should be the most important thing for our engineering as well as science related education. From enhancing personalized learning to streamlining daily academic tasks, these tools represent a major advancement. As AI becomes increasingly embedded in academia, it is just not just enhancing efficiency, but also opening doors to new ways of engaging with knowledge and fostering deeper intellectual growth. So, key areas where AI tools are applied in academia: teaching and instruction. Next is academic research. Third one is personalized learning. And fourth one is administrative processes. Since we are dealing here with research scholars, students, and faculty, we will consider first three blocks: teaching and instruction, academic research, and personalized learning. Personalized learning nowadays is this term is very important one, because if you are associated with any higher education academic institutes and NAC is approaching or NBA is approaching, you will find that they ask for the methods adapted for personalized learning, because nowadays this area where there are two types of students always we get. One is fast learners, another is slow learners. So this personalized learning adapts with the fast learners as well as slow learners. It gives more focus, more elaborate point for slow learners, and for fast learners it gives more challenging questions, challenging problems. So that is there. For teaching and instruction, nowadays AI and various tools of AI, they are helping a lot. You will find so many ways that how AI is actually helping us. In this point, I would like to introduce one name, the terminology. It is called prompt engineering. If you want to utilize your AI tools in any area, in teaching, academic research, or personalized learning, in any area, then prompt engineering is very important. What is prompt engineering and how we can utilize it, that we will learn in following slides. But now in this slide, in academic research and teaching learning, prompt engineering has become one of the most important tool. So you must learn about it, how we can use this, that is very important. It is the practice of strategically crafting inputs to elicit targeted high quality outputs from large language models, LLMs, and other generative systems. So these are the key areas where AI tools are applied in academia, and specific examples of AI tools in academic activities: personalized instructions, automatic grading tools, plagiarism, research automation, AI-powered writing assistance, adaptive learning. So these are the specific examples. And you see nowadays, from attendance to feedback, Also, in some cases, if it is MCQ type, then also grading that is controlled by these various automating tool. And AI has given some of the inputs, some of the contributed some of the features which has automated and helped faculty fraternity for their clerical job, because I do believe that carrying research is important for researchers and teachers, but teachers we faculty fraternity has to do some clerical jobs as well, because these taking feedback, then giving this attendance, then correcting all these things. So these are some clerical jobs we had to. But this AI has given enormous opportunity to save some times from these clerical jobs. So how AI transforms teaching and learning? As I already mentioned, that it personalizes instruction to meet individual needs. Individual needs, as well as I mentioned, there are two types of students. One fast learner, another slow learners. So it adapts content based on student learning styles. So as I already mentioned that the students who are slow learners, their content will be such that they can understand it very well. There was no good students, no bad students. Every student is very good students. The only problem is we don't know how to handle it. Every lock, there is a specific key. Each student is a lock, and we have to find out that specific key, how to open that lock. So, this AI will become that key to that particular lock. So, it will adapt content based on student learning styles, fosters adaptive learning with real time feedback, and that is very important. Nowadays in India, it is very important. In education system, we are changing very fast. As you know, all of us, we know that NEP 2020 has been adopted, and across states, many institutes already adopted these NEP 2020 National Educational Policy, and there this type of adaptive learning, then these fast learners, slow learners, and all these things are mentioned. How we can encourage our students for just not mugging up, just not copying and then vomiting into that paper. That is not the idea right now. The idea is you have to think critically about a problem. So that way, in that teaching learning process, AI will help a lot, and it will help in intelligent tutoring and supportive. Nowadays, many tools are available which are AI based. It doesn't need human intervention. Based on the answers students are giving to a specific questions, next session, next set of information are coming up, so that student can understand properly the subject matter. Now, the main area of my topic is AI tool in academic research and writing. So as I was mentioning that for our teaching fraternity, research fraternity and student fraternity, nowadays academic research is very important. In my career for last 30 years, in my all colleges where I was associated with, I tried to incorporate project-based learning starting from second year, because first year is the preliminary in engineering. They will understand and relearn that physics, mathematics, these two very well, so that these engineering, which are the application of these sciences, either mathematics or physics, maybe if we consider chemistry for chemical engineering and all, then this. And I cannot negate biology as well, because nowadays in engineering education, biology was introduced. When it was introduced 10 years back or 12 years back, we were really surprised. We were unaware. But gradually we came to know that many of these applications, especially in machine learning field, this is applied in biological field as well. And biology has become the integral part, or will become the integral part of engineering education as well. So for research and writing the same, literature review or literature survey is very important. As I mentioned about two of our greatest scientists, what I tried to mention that time, I tried to mention that they had to give lot of time, lot of energy for that literature review, literature survey, to know what is going on in the other part of the world, to know that they had to learn other languages, Germany as well as French. Professor Bosch, he learned Germany, and Professor Shah learned French. Why? So that they can understand those papers, what is written there. And based on these, Einstein relativity theory and all these, and quantum area was for Professor Shah. Professor Bosch sent one letter to Professor Einstein, and rest we know, rest is history. So there's both Einstein theory and everything, rest is history. Where though there are so many boundary conditions, but our intellect, our mind, it was not under those boundary conditions. So literature review always an important part for any academic research. What is literature review? Literature review is nothing but to know what already someone explored in that particular field. To know that, you have to study a lot of papers, and then only you will be know what is still unexplored and you can work with. That was literature review. And AI tools are giving automation in this literature review process. Next is data. Everywhere, from my electronics field to computer, everywhere, data is very important. And you know, nowadays, the most important and valuable thing is data. That we already know. So, this analysis part and the visualization part. Earlier also, during our time, we used some simulation tool. There were so many simulation tools available, and most lovable simulation tool for electronics, electrical, and computer science guys were MATLAB tool. So many tools are available. So those tools, and after that, when Python came, this data analysis and visualization became very easy for everyone, because that was very important for any academic research. So AI tools in data analysis and visualization, that is there. Third one is plagiarism detection system. So plagiarism detection system nowadays, for last more than a decade, around 2 decades, now plagiarism detection automated system is available. What is plagiarism? Plagiarism is whether you are copying it from another author's writing or not. If you copy, then it will be not accepted. So this plagiarism is very important while you will write a paper. And there are tools like turnkey. There are so many tools. I will not mention the names. Okay. So there are many tools available where you can check how much writing is copied from another papers. Even if uh, you write yourself, sometimes it may happen that it is similar to others' write-up. Why it is so? Because you studied it, na? It was in your brain. So unwillingly you have written it. So that's why plagiarism detection system is there, and in some papers 3%, in some papers 5%. There are so many percentage, those are acceptable. Some it has 10%. So in research papers, there are many available areas where they accept this percentage acceptance of plagiarism check. But tools are there, and you can, prior to send, using these tools, you can use these tools so that those paper can be accepted on first hand. Last but not the least, content generation and citation assistance. Here I have my reservations for content generation. I will always say that never adapt this process, though students are adapting this process in their project writing nowadays. For last 3-4 years, I have seen, I'm experiencing, I'm giving my experience as a teacher as well, because I always believe that whatever my designation, what the administrative role I perform, but basically I am a teacher. When I take a class, I am I interact with my students. It is the best part of my life. Always I believe. So there also, I always advised my students that content should be unique. You should write your content. And here also, I will request all the listeners that content generation, you don't use these AI tools. But I know most of you, you will use this content generation tool. But believe me, many of the journals, reputed journals, and some of the conferences, they have their tools as well who can detect that whether AI is used or not. And they are rejecting those. So for content generation, what I will believe that please write the content by yourself. It should be unique. But you can use citation assistance. That is, you can always use. That is, will be very helpful for you. So that is there, and it will save a lot of time as well. As you know, for good papers which are published in, say, IEEE transactions or IEEE various journals or Elsevier journals, they ask for citation, good citation. Why? Because they want to know whether you have studied those papers or not. So studying those papers are very important. AI cannot replace that. Believe that AI is there, but AI cannot replace your self-learning. If you don't know the background, why it is so, you cannot do or cannot write or cannot do any good research, cannot write a good paper. But citation assistance you can take after studying those papers. While writing the papers in the citation portion, you can use this area. But content generation, I will again, I have, why I have given this, I again have to aware all the researchers that content generation should be done by you, not by AI. So these are some challenges and corners, concerns with AI in academia, like this data privacy, digital literacy, over reliance of technology, ethical design, responsible implementation, and algorithmic bias. So these are some challenges in AI. Now, what I was trying for last 45 minutes, that how will you use this? You will use this using prompt engineering. And what is prompt engineering? As I already mentioned, it's the practice of strategically crafting inputs to elicit targeted high quality outputs from LLMs and other generative systems. At its core, prompt engineering reverses the traditional paradigm in which researchers modify code or models. Instead, it frames questions, hypotheses, and data formations as natural language directives. This shift enables rapid iteration. A single research question can be explored through dozens of well-tuned prompts, each probing a slightly different angle without rewriting underlying algorithms. Such agility, believe me, encourages bold experimentation, lowering the barrier to cross-disciplinary inquiry and accelerating the cycle from idea to insight. Context, constraints, clarity. Clarity is what? First is, if you see the left-hand side pyramidal diagram, then you will see creativity, the guided innovation. Then constraints, what are the boundaries and limitations. Then relevant background info, that is the context you have to inform. And clarity. Clarity is you have to instruct or prompt these LLMs what the exact output or exact outcome you want. One of the most immediate benefits appears is ideation and hypothesis generation. So, prompt engineering is what? Prompt engineering is what the question you will ask, how the question you will ask, what will be the context, considering the constraints, and your idea should be very clear that what you want, why you want, where it will be applicable. If these three are there, then you can see that you will get definitely better result using these AI or Gen AI. One of the LLMs, when guided carefully by proper prompts, can surface unconventional connections across domains, linkings, for example, material science, findings with economic models, or pairing sociological theories with genomic data. Researchers who iterate on prompt templates, for example, suggest three novel experimental approaches that combined field A and field B to address that problem. So if we consider this, then routinely report the discovery of non-obvious research pathways. So here what is mentioned initially on the left hand side, natural language interface. It lowers barrier for every role. Democratize AI access regardless of technical expertise. Then next, think of prompts as clarifying tasks, exploring ideas, and automating drafts. So it provides practical framework for everybody, everyday business application as well as technical application. Third one is, what is better prompts? Clear thinking, faster impact. It always also plays this prompt engineering. The last point here, it is written, prompting is not coding. Yes, it's not coding. Anyone who writes an email can write a prompt. We will show in my next slide. Anyone who writes an email can write a prompt. It plays a pivotal role in data augmentation and synthetic data creation. In the field where annotated data sets are scarce, medical imaging, lower resource languages, or privacy sensitive education data tailored prompts can direct models to generate plausible yet anonymized examples. Next is prompting principles and pitfalls. Be specific, but not short. You should be specific, considering all your boundary conditions. It is not required that you should write a very short instruction. Very short instruction. Yes, it is also not advisable to write a para. Para means paragraph for as instruction. No, it will be standard, not very short, but it should be very specific. Detailed instructions yield better results. Beyond creation, prompts serve as validation and critique mechanism. Researchers increasingly embed adversarial and self-reflective instructions to test a model's reasoning chain. Provide context and data snippets. Include relevant background information for informed responses. Guide tone or voice explicitly. Specify the desired communication style for consistency. Set output guardrail. Define length, style, and format parameters. Iterate and evaluate like A/B testing. Beyond creation, prompts serve as validation and critique mechanism. Researchers increasingly embed self-reflective instructions to test a model's reasoning chain. Like what? Like you can say, explain your answer step by step, then list potential sources of error. Such meta prompts expose hidden assumption, logical leaps, or hallucinations, allowing investigators to refine both the models and their experimental design. This iterative loop, prompt, evaluate, revise, mirrors the scientific method itself, translating peer review critical lens into real-time conceptual checks. Now, I will cite one example of chain of thought prompting. One is standard versus chain of thought prompting example. Scenario here, I have taken one math word example. John has 10 apples. He gives away 4, then receives 5 more. How many apples does he have? Standard prompts. Prompt. John has 10 apples. He gives away 4, receives more. How many apples? AI output is 11. The answer is correct. But the reasoning is hidden. The reasoning is hidden. Now, what is chain of thought prompt? If we use that type of prompt, then what will be the AI output? The output will be step by step. John starts with 10 apples. He gives away 4, so it becomes 6. He receives 5 more, so it becomes 11. Final answer is 11. So AI explains each step, making the logic transparent and easier to trust or debug. Just I mentioned that it will be expose hidden assumptions, logical leaps, and hallucinations, allowing investigators to refine both the model and their experimental design. So, next is integrating into intelligent workflows, APIs, and low code automations. Connect AI capabilities directly to existing business application without complex development. Prompt libraries and templates. Create centralized repositories of proven prompt categorized by function and purposes. Searchable database of marketing prompts. Here, some marketing examples is there. So that may be for who are doing marketing research. So that is there. Version control and metrics. Track prompt iteration and measure performance improvements over time. Example, documenting how prompt revision increased email response by 25%. Continuous improvement loops. Establish feedback mechanism to constantly refine prompt effectiveness. Example, weekly review of AI generated content with team input, ongoing optimization. Interdisciplinary projects particularly benefit from the translation capacity of well-designed prompts. Social scientists can request domain-specific glossaries of technical terms, while engineers can solicit layperson summaries of complex modeling results for policy discussions. The prompt acts as a bridge, reducing jargon barriers and enabling collaborative synthesis. Terms thus spend less time decoding each other's vocabulary and more time co-creating solutions. 10 situations where prompting becomes the superpower. Drafting or rewriting content. Yes, not unique paper, but sometimes we have to write something that is not only research but also while giving some assignments. So these transform rough notes into polished communications. While we take notes from lecture sessions, it can redraft it. Summarizing lengthy inputs. Distill key points from meeting transcripts or long documents. Brainstorming or idea expansion. Generate creative variations on concepts or campaign. Analyzing sentiments or patterns. Identify trends and emotional tones in here customer feedback or any other feedback. Here sometimes in our administrative point of view, sometimes students are also customers. So students feedback in any industry, then it is customer feedback. So sentiment analysis is very important. So prompt engineering can do it very sensibly. Creating structured data. Convert unstructured information into JSON tables of databases. Translating jargon for stakeholders. Make technical concepts accessible to diverse audience. Generating test cases, checklists, create comprehensive quality assurance framework. Personalizing outreach at scale, customize communication while maintaining efficiency. So, the future, human AI collaboration in academia, foundation models and specialized LLMs, general system purpose systems such as GPT-4, Cloud 3 have already permeated literature reviews, grant writing, and classroom tutoring. The next frontier lies in domain-tuned models, chemistry-focused LLMs that can propose reaction pathways, legal models that parse statutes, and multilingual educational assistance aligned to local curricula. As these models integrate real-time data streams and citation guarantees, they will evolve into dynamic, scholarly co-authors rather than passive reference tools. Multimodal generative tools that ingest and produce text, images, audio, or molecular graphs, for example, Gemini and different diffusion-based platforms, open new terrains for research. A biology lab might prompt a model to visualize protein folding pathways, receive a 3D interactive structure, and iterate through design variants, all before wet lab validation. Humanities scholar can animate historical scenes for experimental teaching, while architects generate parametric design option responsive to environmental constraints. Automated machine learning, that is AutoML, platforms such as Google's Vertex AI, AWS SageMaker's Autopilot, and open source counterparts democratize model selection, hyperparameter tuning, and deployment. When paired with prompt-driven interfaces, AutoML becomes accessible to researchers without deep statistical training, accelerating empirical studies across disciplines. Knowledge graph builders and semantic discovery tools like Semantic Scholar and research assistants such as Elicit, Research Rabbit always leverage AI to map citation networks and extract methodological details. Next generation systems aim to auto-populate living knowledge graphs, linking datasets, code repositories, etc. Generative design and simulation engines used in engineering and material science, AI-powered generative design platforms iterate through thousands of structural and compositional variants under specified constraints. Prompting these tools rapidly produces manufacturable CAD files, coupled with physics-informed natural or neural networks. Researchers can run near real-time simulations, reducing costly prototyping cycles. GitHub Copilot, Amazon Code Whisperer, open source models like StarCoder. These are various code and data assistants. These actually accelerate script writing, data cleaning, and documentation. A researcher can prompt, write a Python code to scrap PubMed abstracts on CRI SPR CS9 published after 2022 and store them in Pandas data frame, receiving a functional boilerplate within moments. As these assistants incorporate domain ontologies and notebook aware context, they inch closer to fully conversational lab notebooks. Laboratory automation and digital twins, robotic platforms integrated with AI planners allow physical experimentation to be prompted in natural language. Adaptive learning and assessment systems for educators, AI-driven tutoring platforms, personalized content sequencing, and formative feedback. Collaborative knowledge workspace, tools like Notion AI, plugins, NVIDIA's generative AI platforms for scientific computing, merge note taking, literature mapping, and model execution in a single environment. Prompt engineering coordinates summarizing meeting, scheduling simulations, flagging contradictory findings, and creating an ecosystem which ideas can be traced from inception to publication. So, last but not the least, AI is poised to permanently enrich academic life, provided we address its risk with care and foresight. Also, as I mentioned, prompt engineering reconfigures the researcher's toolkit, converting natural language into a programmable interface for creativity, validation, and translational dialogue. Simultaneously, a rapidly diversifying landscape of AI tools, from specialized LLMs to laboratory robots, argues and future where scholarly workflows are deeply intertwined with intelligent systems. Harnessed responsibly, these developments promised not only faster discovery but more inclusive and reflective academic practice. Balancing innovation with thoughtful oversight will ensure that AI serves as a catalyst for progress while upholding the core value of education. So, with this, I would like to complete this session. I do believe that we have tried to learn how prompt engineering works for research and why these various AI tools which I mentioned may be useful in your future journey. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for a wonderful insight. You have given a clear picture being an educator, and also from the student perspective, like what are the challenges that they might face, and using AI tool, how they can utilize in a ethical perspective. So, and you have also like highlighted being an educator, they undergo a lot of clerical things and using chat gpt, and especially you have like highlighted the clear picture about the prompt engineering, because to work on this generative AI tool, we have to think about the prompt. And right now, you have also said that prompt engineering play a vital role in the current scenario. And yes, and that's truly right. And that play a really, really a vital role on this current picture. So thank you, sir, for clarifying this and making this session more interactive, and for making this session more like more lot of content with this for the educators and also for the researchers. And now we are out for the question. If any of our candidates having any question, so we'll be happy to take the question.
Dr.
So,
Dhara, I
yes,
will,
sir.
I will request you to take a screenshot of this while we are all visible, because it will help us as well.
Yeah, sure, sir.
So I will take one uh, here from this, and you also take
I will
one
take, sir.
from one.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll.
how was the session?
Sir, session was wonderful, and you have given a clear picture outline for scholars, being a student, being an educator, the roles, especially for being an educator or teacher. And you have shared your also own experience, and that actually make this session in a next level. And very importantly, as you have mentioned about prompt engineering, being an generative AI tool or using an AI tool, one has to be very precise and about the prompt engineering, understanding what prompt they are applying and searching for it. So that you have given a clear picture, and I think that in any other sessions that they have highlighted, but you have just prominently projected that idea, the concept. You have concise the idea about being the prompt engineering to be as an educator or a student perspective.
Yes, that I
And
thought, because while you have given me this topic, I was
yeah,
thinking that what I should tell my listeners that will be really beneficial for them,
right,
uh,
sir.
actually. So there I thought that if I talk something about prompt engineering, that's why those slides, it was from my another presentation. So I took it from there. That's why I had a very little time. I mean, quite busy. So that's why I took those and just migrated it. These are two from two different presentations. I just migrated it so that these can be very useful. Uh,
Right, sir.
if any students want to know, then it will be useful for them as well.
Right. So I have one question from my side. The audience that we have today in the faculties and all, they all are not from the engineering background. Now, what, how do you suggest, like, if any faculty from like a non-engineering background or non-technical background, how
AI
they can
is
adapt
everywhere.
this?
The thing is that just during my last 15 minutes while I was discussing about prompt engineering, I cited many examples of
Yeah.
non-engineering as well, because in literature also, from biology also, from management science also, they can take these tools for their research benefit. Because everything, I cited one example of chemistry lab, I can say. So earlier it was not possible. So easily it was possible, but it was time consuming.
True.
Earlier also it was there, but it was time consuming.
Hmm.
Now using these tools, it was less time consuming. So more time can be devoted in innovation and critical thinking in that
True.
way.
Right, sir. Right, right. Truly said. And truly, you have enlightened the session. Let me check whether we have any question in the chat box. No, and they are telling it's a great session, informative, thankful for the session. So we don't have any questions, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, will you please share the link as well so that I can share it uh, to my colleagues as well? Because some of the colleagues actually they were inquiring how they can attend this session. So,
Okay,
since I didn't have any Google form, so I couldn't help them. So,
okay.
I told them that whenever I will meet Dr. Dhara, I will request her that if I saw that it will be uploaded or already there in YouTube.
Yeah, it
So,
is in YouTube. It's going
so,
live, sir.
so that's really great. So, if you can uh, share the link. I think you have already shared this
In the
link.
LinkedIn.
The final link, if you can share it,
Yeah,
then I
that's the
can.
final link, sir. That's
Oh,
the final link.
okay. Then I will share the same to my colleagues
Sure,
so
sir.
that they can get it.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Right. And thank you, sir, for being as an
Thank you.
associated. We'll love to collaborate with you in the future, or maybe our research interns and also our faculties, they can do a collaborative research with you, sir.
Sure.
Definitely will connect with you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you
you.
once
Thank you very much.
again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. So thank you, participants. And as you know, now it's a right time for everyone to start our quiz, because after this session, we'll be follow up with the quiz. So are you guys ready with the quiz thing? Just let me know. And our team has forwarded the link, might be, or if not, you can just scan it. And all right, you can just scan it and find out. I'm just expecting that all the participants should join this quiz. That's very, very important. And this is the last quiz, and it'll be really, really interesting and very easy question. And after this session is over, our team will be following up with the feedback link in the chat box. So many people are telling that they're missing the link, and also please make sure of that. Don't leave the YouTube session. Be active over there, and side by side you proceed with that. Okay. So we got 70 members on board. All right, 74. So requesting everyone to all are aware of this quiz. We have only 8 questions over here. We don't have much question, right? And all the questions are carrying 100 coins, and the last one carries double points, right? So all right then, I think we almost everyone has joined. So we can now start the quiz. All right, still people are coming. So make sure you change your name, right? All right. Okay. Make sure you change your official name. Okay. I think now all set. We are now launching the question. Now, once I launch it, it will pop up in your device. Okay. So if you are an educator, you can try this app with your student. What is the primary use of generative AI in the academia? So you can, it's very easy. All right, we can see the score maybe after this. Right, we can see the score. All right, coming to the next one. It's very easy again. Great. You can see the points. Captain student. So if possible, please rename it so we can call out your name. This is also very easy question. Excellent. I think majority have given the right answer. Let's see the score. Okay. So next. Great. Now let's see the score. Which AI tool is commonly used for generating text? It's again very easy, super easy. It's super easy. So come on, hurry up and just click the right answer. That's so true. We can see now the toppers. It's a tough question, tough competitions going on. In which year did generative AI tools become widely popular? You can change the year correctly in the correct option. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see the score. We have last and second question. Again, it's very easy. As you know, we are talking about ethical concerns a lot when it comes to generative AI. And the final question, double points. Again, it's very easy. And it contains double points. Now it's time to see the final score and give a call to your name. That's great. Let's see the third. Dr. S.L. Meena, congratulations. Second is Captain Student. So again, congratulations. And the first one is Ishwari Krishnamurthy. So congratulations all the professors and the scholars. So once again, congratulations. So thank you everyone. Thank you participants. For I hope you have enjoyed this session, and please let me know your thought in this chat box as well, and also please give the honest feedback in the feedback form. And feedback form is already live in the chat box. So make sure you give your ideas and thoughts and the suggestions which we can improve in the future events. and we are definitely looking forward to get full corporations from your side. And thank you so much. I hope this FDP has been really insightful for all, and definitely you have learned a lot of AI tools. And we have seen that some of the graphical abstract, but I think many of you has done through hand, like drag and drop sort of thing. You have, many of you has not used some AI tools to utilize or make the layout of that flow chart and the graphical abstract. So in future, if you want some more help from our side, we'll be really happy. And yes, the most important question that you have in your mind, that when will you get your certificate? Yes, you will get your certificate in a week time, please, and which will be available in the website itself. You will also receive a mail, and you will also get the drive link will be attached in the this website, where you can go to our website called academyinnovaworld.org/fdp. Okay, so this particular FDP is about the using generative AI tools, how to write a research papers and all, right. You can go and check that title of the FDP, and you can go down, there'll be option like download your certificate, right. So just search your name, right, and you will get your certificate and you can download the certificate. Okay, so both the ways you'll be getting it. So yeah, and yes, quiz is completed, and congratulations once again to the winners who has actively taken part, and just will be really really happy. If you give the honest feedback, and we know that one day one important issues happen is the internet error. So we are really sorry, and I hope you have learned a lot from the expert. You can stay connected with us, and to our expert as well. And any other questions if you have in it, you can just write down in the chat box. I'll be happy to clarify it. And I'm really happy to know that you all of you liked our sessions, and thank you so much, and that you this FDP has really helped to you. And if you would like to have some research collaborations with our research mentors, please do contact us at contact@academyinnovaworld.org. Please do mail us if you need any sort of research help, or any collaborative research if you want to do with our mentors. We have our mentors. And yes, these videos are accessible anytime you can just see this video. This whatever the link has been provided in the with this system, everything will be active. You can access it anytime, you can revive it. Okay, so you can revise it whatever it is. Okay, no problem with that. And we are also looking forward that you work more with this AI tool, and you be a success in the research career. And if you're a research scholar, I hope this kind of tools are really, really going to be super helpful for your initial stage. And as many of the other this speakers or the experts say that during their time it was not there, but it is now this AI tool may bring a good revolution in it. It can speed up your research work as well. So thank you everyone, thank you once again. I hope I have clarified your doubt, everyone's doubt, and thank you. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, all of my interns, our interns. Thank you to our HR, event managers. We have our research head. We have the chief technology officer who has been supporting us throughout this entire activity. And in future, we are planning up different competitions with cash prizes. We are planning hackathons, online hackathons. We are planning different events So we are wishing to stay connected with us and also encourage your student to actively take part in our future initiative and the activities. So thank you once again, and hope you have a good journey with us. And once again, thank you and good night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much.
In halls of knowledge, bold and bright, stands InnovaWorld, a guiding light. With wisdom vast and skills untold, they shape the future, brave and bold. From AI's rise to research call, they train the minds to conquer all. Workshops, FDPs, and learning grad, empowering scholars across the land. Innovation flows in all they do, breaking barriers, forging new. A legacy of growth and cheer, Academy InnovaWorld leads the frontier. Innovation flows in all they do, breaking barriers, forging new. A legacy of growth and cheer, Academy InnovaWorld leads the frontier. Leads the frontier. Leads the frontier. Leads the frontier. In halls of knowledge, bold and bright, stands InnovaWorld, a guiding light. With wisdom vast and skills untold, they shape the future, brave and bold. From AI's rise to research call, they train the minds to conquer all. Workshops, FDPs, and learning grad, empowering scholars across the land. Innovation flows in all they do, breaking barriers, forging new. A legacy of growth and cheer, Academy InnovaWorld leads the frontier. Innovation flows in all they do, breaking barriers, forging new.